What's good, everybody? It's your boy D-Man here. Today we're actually about to look at another Llama Arts production. This one is called A Scary Vacation Story, Part 3. If y'all don't have known, I became a huge fan of Llama Arts and their short stories, and I actually can't wait to hear this one. So without further ado, let's go.
During my holiday, I spent about 3 weeks in Japan. I arrived pretty late, so I couldn't check into the hotel that I initially booked, so I booked the cheapest hotel that I could find nearby. Aesthetically, it was quite nice, but it did have easy access to the building, meaning anyone could come in and go to any room as they please, plus there was no security in sight. After arriving in my room, I ordered some food and watched some TV. I was still pretty jet-lagged from the flight, so I started to get ready for bed. As I was falling asleep, I felt the urge to double-check the door just to see if it was locked. I didn't think anything was going to happen, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. About 5 minutes after I checked the door, I heard footsteps outside. Initially, I thought it was someone leaving their room, but the footsteps started to pick up speed. The sounds started getting louder and louder, and I started to freak out a little. All of a sudden, the sound stopped. I looked at the light shining through the bottom of my door, and there was a shadow of a person. At first, I thought it was room service, but it was too late for that. Or maybe it was some drunk idiot who was at the wrong room. As soon as I switched my light on, the shadow disappeared. I was confused, but I reluctantly went back to bed. That's when I suddenly heard scratching coming from my door, so I immediately turned my light on and shouted, "Who's there?" After a moment of silence, I heard the footsteps slowly fade away. At this point, I was thinking it could be some kids messing around, so I got up, opened the door, and peeked my head outside. I glanced in both directions down the dark and slim hallways. That's when my heart stopped. A man emerged from the darkness and ran erratically towards me. His face was contorted as he screamed, and I could see he was holding a knife in his right hand. As he got closer, I could see him more clearly. He had disgusting long, dirty hair, his clothes were ripped, and he had cuts and bruises all over. I quickly slammed my door and pressed against it.
Why didn't you lock the door?
The man would just go away. After what felt like hours, I finally gathered my courage and looked through the peephole. He was gone. I let out a sigh of relief and checked the peephole again. My heart started pumping faster than ever before. He was right in front of the door. He was wearing a maniacal smile on his face, and all of a sudden he raised his knife and yelled, "I'm gonna fucking kill you!" I jumped back and kept my eyes locked on the bottom of the door as I backed up to my bed.
Why didn't you lock the door?
I grabbed my phone and started dialing the police. As I raised the phone to my ear, I saw that the shadow was gone. When the police arrived, I tried to explain what happened, and they checked the security cameras. They almost immediately recognized the man. He had been doing this to people for a while now, and the police had been trying to track him down for months. After a long night of no sleep, I finally arrived at the right hotel that I had booked initially in Tokyo. That creepy guy was still on my mind, but I thought the chances of him being here were pretty slim, so I didn't bother locking my door that night. At 12:05 a.m., I woke up to a big bang next to me. I turned around to see the same guy passed out on the floor, with a knife in hand. I was in shock. How did he find me? I quickly ran out of the room and locked him inside. The cops came and he was finally arrested. Let's just say I'm always going to be locking my doors from now on.
You should have been doing that from Jump Street. See, that's where the problem lies at. People be too naive and too easygoing to want to lock their doors. No, I'm locking my door, period. I don't care if it's a hotel. I don't care if it's my own house. I don't care if I'm in a country. I'm locking all my doors. All of them. Because you never know when that crap can happen. Ever. Hell no. See, the first time he shouldn't have went out there. You see somebody running through, peek through, but through the peephole if you don't see him, then possibly look out there. But then, when you see him coming back towards you, you should have been closed the door, lock the door, and don't go out there again. Once you call the cops, then you go out there. Then when you move to the other place, you should have locked your door then. Because you knew the dude, he ain't been caught. So why not lock the door? Why keep it open? Second of all, what hotel do you know is going to leave the doors unlocked like that? Like, what hotel does that? Nah. Mm-mm. See, that's why I say I don't care where I'm going to. My door will always be locked. I went on a cruise, and by me not knowing none of the people that's on the cruise, besides the few people I went with, latch, lock, latch. I didn't care. And my sister was right next door. I didn't care. Lock everything. See, when I started hearing people run through and knocking on the door and didn't know who you was, I looked at the door. Who are you? I'm looking for such a wrong door. Keep going. Keep it moving, son. Mm-mm. I don't play that. No, I don't play that at all. And then I stay ready. Nope. I'm good. Shoot. So, public service announcement. Peoples, when you go on vacay, no matter where you're going to, I don't care if it's in your own city or your own state, lock your damn doors. It's just that simple. Lock them. You at home, lock your doors. Lock all your doors. Double check them before you go to sleep. Lock them all. Because you never know when something like that can ever happen. That's being real. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. Again, keep your requests coming. Some new gameplay will be coming soon. Some live play will be coming soon. And for now, in the meantime, between time, I see you when I see you. Holla at your boy. Peace.